Hey, this is Sean Callagy with 2020 Vision, co-creating dreams and breakthroughs, crushing fear and distortion with the one and only, who you may have seen before, amazing Callagy. What's up,
Hi, everybody?
Okay, so this is what this is in service of. Hal is creating massive acceleration in her business. She happens to be and there's like ethical guidelines that we could say, go look for somebody who delivers better results and outcomes than Callagy in the world of personal injury. And that's not what's in service of you. What's in service of you is why Hala produces these incredible results. It's because Hala has a formula and a system for doing what she does that is absolutely astounding in terms of the resolutions that she ends up achieving in truth, justice, and equity. But more importantly, Hala's taking that super skill set, which is based in integrity-based human influence, and she's exponentially increasing her acceleration by mastering the levels of process that most people do not know and understand, of having a preeminence go out to this higher level. That's what's happening. And on November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we're going to talk about more about how, but what I want to acknowledge Hala for and hear from her what her why is I talk to a lot of people about this. Frankly, I talk to a lot of people at Callagy Law. People here are caring, urgent, aggressive, fantastic, and wonderful attorneys. Many of them are challenged in their self-mastery to truly implement this to create acceleration in their ecosystem expansion. You, Hala, have been incredibly committed, like something like clicked, where you've now like taken on this game, you're shooting videos, you're out talking to people, speaking, educating, doing things. What's underneath that for you? And what was kind of that pivot moment that made you go, wait a minute, like here we go?
Well, honestly,
because people out there are struggling with the same challenge.
Yes.
So.
Thank you, Sean, for all of that. But I just want to say that, your Callagy results formula, it was a process that I saw in action and saw work for you, for the firm. And so it was easy to kind of implement all of these, and they're minor little tweaks that take you, to huge differences in results.
So I'm hearing minor tweaks to huge differences. We call them small distinctions to huge shifts in progress. Okay.
Yes, like when you say, are you 9.5 or 9.6 or 7? That's, the results is gonna be immensely huge, right?
Yeah.
Small
Absolutely.
distinctions. So seeing it work and putting the process in, it would be crazy not to follow it, don't you think?
I do, and that's how somebody like Rob Gill and other people that we work with and talk to have 19x their number of monthly meetings, and what we're in service of is very rapidly tripling the number of meetings. We said doubling in 6 months. I'm going with tripling the number of new clients, interactions, intakes for the team that you're leading so amazingly, because it's easy, and here's the best part. It's integrity-based because they should be here. If they're not here, there's going to be a challenge, a limitation if they're not here. So what this is also in service of is for you, this is not the story. The story isn't step into your greatness, but that's a part of it. If you're not educating people about who and what you are, and don't have the ability with clarity and precision explain those issues, you're going to have a challenge accelerating. But before you even get to clarity, a lot of people just think, I'm just like another one of. You know you're not just one of. Is that fair? Like, you know you're special and amazing. Do you not?
Well, you helped me know that.
But do you know? See, even there, with some self-mail. Oh, I don't want to say that.
Yes.
Ready?
I am.
My new favorite. I heard this a couple weeks ago from folks up at Trillions. Humility is a virtue. Modesty is a sin.
Right.
Humility is a virtue. Modesty is a sin. If you don't own your greatness for you're truly great at, how doesn't? If you don't, then how are people going to know who and what you are? And they're going to make decisions on less than great information, and they're not going to choose you. They're not going to choose you. They're going to choose somebody else that may be inferior to you in what you're up to. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. And yes, I can honestly say that I can serve my clients with integrity, with good conscience, caring, urgency, and the best possible representation. So yes, I believe that I am distinct and different. But yeah, it all boils down to, which is, to me, it's stepping and owning your greatness.
Yeah.
And because we're trained, not to do that. But this formula helped me and helps people do that, and that's what you need to do.
Yeah. And how are you having fun?
Tons of fun.
You're working hard. You're working hard. Your heart is
having fun.
Awesome.
Super hard, but having fun. But you know what? You got to, anything that you want to be successful, you got to work hard at it.
And here's the promise for you out there. You'll end up with choice.
Right.
So once you get the formula down to at least a 9.5 level, like Rob Gill is not a 9.99.
Right.
Rob Gill is sitting in the space of a 9.5, 9.6. And he's amazing. Love you, Rob. Once you get this down, you can have choice of, okay, could I just walk away from here and disappear for a year? And life still goes on. Is that true?
That is true.
Right? So you may go, well, some things may slip, and I'm working on those things that don't slip, but this place can be self-sufficient without me.
Very true.
And it can accelerate more with me,
Yes.
but self-sufficient without me. And I'm working on making sure it grows even faster, or as fast without me as it does with me. That's
But that's
Right.
the formula that got you there.
And that's what you're doing
Right.
in the personal injury team,
Yeah.
and what Michael is doing in the litigation, Tom is doing. That's what Tom is doing in healthcare recovery, et cetera, et cetera. So for you, the question is, how can you get to a place where you could eventually be able to walk away, and I've done this for 3 months at a time, be able to walk away, not set foot in the office, not take a phone call, have nothing to do with it. That is an amazing feeling. You may not want that, but having the ability and the choice to do that is remarkable. And I'm not doing that right now. Right now, I'm working like a maniac.
Right.
And I'm doing 16, 18-hour days on purpose by choice. It's
Yeah.
a big difference when you can do it by choice.
And,
Fair?
and absolutely, and for me, what stood out, and what you've always said is about, disrupting the pattern. And even, now the little example where you ask me a question, I'm like, well, like not stepping into the greatness and not owning who you are. And that's just a pattern that, we've learned from society. Be humble, be modest, and talk about yourself, on and on and on and on. So, and this is all about disrupting that pattern, even, putting out the videos and doing all of that. So, yes, it's fun and it's working. And if you learn, these little differentiations and kind of stepping out of the comfort zone.
Yeah. And it also gives you the certainty, it's like you feel your certainty, that when you have a formula and can measure what's happening, you're going to move forward in higher action because you know it's going to produce results and work. A lot of times people feel like they're doing this thing and that thing and that thing and this thing, and it's not one connected formula. And for me, what gives me my certainty about growing Callagy Law, growing the training and development platform, quite frankly, launching Growing Proximity, all of the other things that we're in service of, the work that I'm doing with Jonathan to bring a sales program forward, to big stages, all of that work that we're talking about doing is in service of, my certainty is served by having a formula. So I know what to look for, what's off, what's on, what's off, what's on, with absolute precision. And that is an empowering space to be in. So, and I'm so thankful to you, Hala, for your openness. You're a successful person when I met you. And the idea isn't I know what to do. Hala was super successful. She had a massively successful personal injury practice. A lot of people here, long before they met me, were super successful. That isn't the question. The question is how much more you can accelerate and grow beyond that. To have more money in less time with more magic and fulfillment, and that's the game we're playing.
Absolutely. And
Any
thank
other-
you, Sean. Thank you for the formula. Thank you for it all. But let's tell people how they can learn about this formula, too.
Okay, so November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we're doing this thing, but it's not the formal launch of the link yet. I'm going to have a link on yours. I'm not putting that out yet, so when I do it, it's going to be a boom, here it is, right?
All
That's
right.
coming very soon, next week or so, probably 14 days. That's going to be there for everybody on my channel through these videos on 2020. You're welcome to put up on yours for now, but we're going to launch that shortly. But save the dates for November
Save
1st,
the
2nd,
date.
3rd.
Save it,
the
save it, save it.
date. We're going to have 1,000 people plus in a room creating massive acceleration and transformation. Cool?
Guys, save the date.
Not in life, in business. This isn't for people that are non-business owners or
Right.
non-commissionable salespeople. This is for lawyers, doctors, accountants, architects, professional licensees, small business owners, and commissionable salespeople. That is what this is in service of. Cool?
Excellent.
All
Thank
right.
you, Sean.
Hey, we're all just learning to see. Thanks.